Hello everyone, it's Sarah Brewer-Klaus again, and I'm coming to you from Sarah Lee Sunday Speaks, which is the sister YouTube channel for Sarah's Space, which is my podcast, in which myself and many guests talk about dance, life, and all things interrelated and in between. But today I'm going to be giving you 3 basic pointe exercises that I consider a really good warm-up for the foot inside the shoe, for also trying to make your shoe feel like it's your foot. So they are designed for an intermediate and above dancer. So when I say intermediate, I mean intermediate pointe dancers. So someone who has been on pointe for perhaps 1 to 2 years. And they are also lending themselves towards the capacity to get you ready for a contemporary pointe class, which is my favorite to teach. But let's start. You will begin just trying to get in your shoes. So how I say that is I basically, you'll notice I'll turn in my leg and I'm just gonna sit in each big toe side 4 times. I repeat the same thing turned out 4 times. I'll go back to the original foot that I used, push way over on the toes, turn in, out, pull up, cross, kind of like a pas de bourrée, and then back down to parallel. So I'll just repeat that again. So it's just that feeling, and as I'm changing my feet, I'm really feeling a lift out of the back of the hamstrings and the rotators. Do the same thing, turned out, 3, 4, then I push all the way over, in, out, and up, and back to parallel. Now, you will notice very quickly that I do not have those aesthetically pleasing, crazy cashew nuts that some people have in their pointe shoes. I actually was born with flat feet, and over the years have just learned how to work at them, not only for the strength, which they do have more inherently, but also for the articulation and as much flexibility as I can get at the ankle joint. Most of my exercises, as far as warming up goes on pointe, are designed to further accent that. So there are a lot of extreme angles, the pushing over of the metatarsal, because I use a lot of that within the contemporary pointe choreography as well. Okay, this next one is for the deep muscles in between the toes and also in the bottom of the metatarsal. We're trying to roll through the shank and get as high up out of the shoes as possible. On the way back down, we're going to try and keep our feet just where they were and go back down. You repeat that again, go all the way up and out. And then when you come back down, you're trying to keep your ankles where they were and back down. Then we're going to rise straight up. You're going to do metatarsal pulses, but notice that what I'm trying to do is make it look as though I'm just carrying on a conversation very naturally with you, and it's not affecting my body like so. All of that are the strong intrinsic muscles in between the feet, not in between the feet, in the feet, in between the toes. So there's 2. Any variation on those themes. Lastly, I like to take one that kind of pushes us more into the extremes on quad. So I'd be going over the big toe side, and over the big toe side. I'd turn in, out, and push up, and then do a deep plie and stretch, same thing to the back. This one is the weird one. You're essentially in a winged foot, but I like to do it with a fully pointed winged shape. I'm on the big toe side, my hips are trying to stay square to my front, and I'm still feeling my rotators. I push back, I push side. This one you really have to work on the strength in your turnout and in your foot, because you're going to get right up over with a pose en arrière, plie, and stretch. We spend a lot of time in this position in my classes. So there's that trying to find that balance point where you feel like both rotators are pulling you away. You have width across the pelvis, you can access your rotation, and you're going to the extreme angle of your foot. All right, well, I hope you found that helpful and useful in some way, and thank you for joining me again, and we'll probably see you again in the future. Bye-bye.